So I was in Germany summer 2025 to take on this challenge of hitting 300 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn. What you don't know is that this whole trip was spawned out of my previous year's experience of going to Germany. I'd gone solo and I had a great time. I met some really cool people and made some nice friends. But this trip, it left a sort of longing in me when I thought about the only thing that could have made a trip like this better. The only thing that comes to mind in that context was my own people to share the experience with. And isn't it funny how the world works? Because less than a year later, I found myself in Germany with my two brothers on a mission to do pretty much every single automotive-focused activity we could think of. And of course, if you're in Germany and you like cars, you gotta go check out the Nurburgring. What you're about to watch is our weekend at the most famous racetrack in the entire world. You're about to join us on Friday morning at the Stuttgart airport just after we've picked up the keys for our rental car and are about to make our way over to the mighty Nurburgring.
Maybe he didn't mean to say floor. Maybe it was like row or something. Let me see the key.
Park House P4. Oh, what the heck? Park House P4.
Huh?
This is right there. Look at the top. Turn around. He said the car is here. Right there. Park House P4. Let me use that, bro.
Where'd you get P0 from if you said P4?
Oh, no. Yes, right here. So he said go down. You get there. Go down to P0.
Bruh, P4, not P0.
Okay, that's okay. No problem.
Hold this.
Hey, what is this?
What is this? The guy. What's the spot number?
148.
This is 111. Let's get out here because I'm not trying to climb stairs. 103. Hey, yo. He's already in it. He's gonna take off without us. Yo.
I don't know where we're driving. Look at this. Look at the camera. When you turn the wheel. That is so nice.
Hallo, ich bin dein persönlicher Assistent und, als solcher, Experte für Freude am Fahren. Ich kann dir dabei helfen, Fahrzeugfunktionen einzustellen und stehe dir mit Rat und Tat zur Seite.
Should we call him?
Assistance? Nah, bro. Now you don't even know how to cancel it.
Let's not call him. I don't think.
After configuring some very important settings like the screen brightness, we took off towards our first stop, the Mercedes-Benz Museum. This is where we had our first experience with the famous German Autobahn.
Hold on. Put it in sport,
No. Go as fast as other people are going, bro.
Hold on.
Okay, now you gotta do 100.
Put it in sport. Is there sport mode?
Chill on the sport mode, bro. Just drive.
Oh my god, it went away. Now it's 80.
Now we gotta. It was that little section. It was that little section.
On ramp, you go 100 as fast as you can.
So yeah, if you couldn't tell, we were all very excited to drive on the German Autobahn, even if it was with 100 kilometer an hour speed limit. Driving through Stuttgart, very nice, gives you a really good understanding of what driving through Germany just in general is like. Everyone's very courteous, they will make way for you, and it's a very smooth driving system, like no complaints there. You can tell the city is very proud of both Porsche and Mercedes, like certain streets are even named after Mercedes. And curiously enough, we even saw some prototype vehicles driving around. So first impressions on driving in Stuttgart?
That's pretty nice. Bro, the people here are very nice. Road etiquette is very, very nice.
People move out of the way, people let you in.
People go out of their way to let you in.
Well, going out of the way is really just pushing the brake to let you in.
Mm-hmm. Well, which is I'm not used to.
Coming from the United States, that doesn't happen.
What museum did we come to?
Mercedes-Benz.
Which one?
Mercedes-Benz Museum.
Not Mercedes.
Is that how they say it? Mercedes?
That's how some people say it.
I've never heard that.
Mercedes. Mercedes.
EQS.
That's probably where the cafe is.
Oh, so let's go to the cafe then first.
You want to do that first?
Yes.
Well, we don't know if that's actually where it is. I'm just saying it looks like one.
Okay. Let's check inside. Wiener Schnitzel? pretzels, and sugar waffles. We should all went in over here. We should all went in at once.
A step ahead of you. I won't bore you with all the details on the museum, but I do highly recommend visiting it. It's obvious that the city is very proud of Mercedes and Porsche, and that's part of the reason why they have such elegant museums dedicated to them.
A hearse? It's not even on your ears.
It's not even saying anything.
Because it's not on your ears.
No, it's gonna say stuff.
Among our favorite parts of the museum were all the interactive parts, where we found a video game that we obviously set out to set the fastest lap in.
Right here. What's the highest top score ever? Oh, bro, I'm not that far off.
Oh, I didn't even think you could get it.
And they also had some very unique displays like the Uhlenhaut Coupe, which is the most expensive car ever sold.
So there was a version of this that caused the biggest and the most devastating accident in motor racing history. It killed like 70 people.
It was a bad. I killed 70 people.
And some very unique Formula One cars.
I was like, what started? Oh, that's this one.
I was a long time making it up running the sponsor.
Yo, they did it there.
How do you think they drove that up there?
I drove it.
So we breezed through the Mercedes-Benz Museum in like an hour, and then went to go get something to eat. And naturally, we went to go get doner kebab, the official food of Germany.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro.
After lunch, we embarked on our journey towards the Nurburgring. A total of 330 kilometers on various sections of Autobahn, both unrestricted and those with construction zones. If you didn't know, the Nurburgring is not really near any major German cities. It's kind of in the German countryside. But the miles flew by, because you can imagine how we were driving.
It's floating around a little bit.
So this was the first time that I've gotten to drive the Autobahn at speed. The BMW that we had was a really good car, and sure, it probably could have used a little bit more horsepower, but the power was there when we needed it.
Oh, ring it out, man. Ring it out. No, don't.
That's put to the floor. 190. Oh, it moved when we passed that car a little bit. See that? Feel that movement from the truck? 220 again.
We averaged about 200 kilometers an hour at points that we could. There were some construction zones, there was traffic, and we really did try very hard to make sure that we didn't treat it like a racetrack, and I think we did a pretty good job. We didn't have any close calls or anything like that. We opened it up when we could, and it goes without saying, we obeyed traffic laws.
I think you would only flash if they're not passing people. If they're not passing people, then you flash them, otherwise you kind of stuck behind them.
So the question that I had before embarking on this sort of road trip is how much can we shave our transit time down? And we really didn't. I mean, we saved about 10 minutes, which is still impressive when you consider how much traffic, how much construction there was, and the fact that we stopped a couple times to use the bathroom and stop at some German rest areas just to kind of look around and see what it's like.
Look at a weapon, bro.
What I find interesting about the Nurburgring is that even when you're within a couple kilometers of it, there is not really an indication that you're pulling up to a world-renowned racetrack. It's just German countrysides and fields, and then all of a sudden, traffic starts to become a little bit more high performance, and then boom, you're right next to the racetrack. So at this point, we're in the infield of the Nurburgring, and it feels kind of like an amusement park with all these test centers and race cars driving around. We were focused on getting to the hotel so we could drop all of our stuff off, and start exploring.
The RS?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really tell between these ones.
The RS is the only one that has the fender vents. We got a Nurburgring room tour. This is, what's the name of this place? Hotel Zurberg.
Nurburgring.
It's very nice. There's our car, our rental, and they got a restaurant too. Beautiful opening windows. There's the track. We'll get closer to that in a minute. We got the 3-bed situation. TV. Oh, nice. Look at this artwork. And bathroom. Shannon's in there right now. Oh, this slides. Any appliances? We have a safe. Some papers. We do not have an iron, so hopefully we don't need an iron. Oh, and the best part. Each of the rooms have names. Alan Prost. I don't even know who this guy is. Johnny Casotto. Johnny Risotto. And then of course, Nicolada. What a spot. Shannon, hurry up. I gotta show the bathroom. Oh, it's a glass door.
What?
It's a glass door.
To the bathroom?
Yeah.
Bruh. No. No way, bruh. No way. Listen to this. GT3. Oh my god. Yo, bro. Oh my god. That was I don't know what that was. That car was flying.
Let's go explore.
Yeah, bro. We should get the Surround. If they give us a discount for 2 days worth of Surround. M3.
The variety of cars that you'll see here are crazy.
Straight, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
You want to ring?
Yes.
You must turn around. On this road was an accident on top,
Okay.
and you can't pass the accident. You could try to go around and take the other entrance. There are 2 entrances.
Hey, we made it.
So our first stop in our exploration was to go check out the Nurburgring main info center. This is where all the main events are held and is where you can buy souvenirs and stuff.
These are the remains of what was supposed to be the world's fastest accelerating roller coaster.
The story behind this roller coaster is so incredibly interesting to me. So the main sort of attractive feature about this coaster was the acceleration. It was supposed to do 0 to 100 miles an hour in under 2 seconds, which even for a roller coaster is absurd. I don't think there's a roller coaster that is out there right now that actually beats this. The problem is it was horribly mismanaged. It only ran a couple times. It did injure some people on some rides, and so eventually they just called it a total loss and shut it down. The remains of it were actually up until our trip, which took place in July 2025, but it literally started getting taken down that week. And what I've told you is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, as you'll see, it goes through the gift shop and the info center. On top of that, tens of millions of euros were blown on this project only for it to run less than a week, and so on and so forth. It's so interesting to me.
Rip. Here, let's go through here. The GT3 RSs, it does a lap, full tilt, 7-minute change lap. Comes back in the parking lot, barely runs the radiator fans.
So we're taking this all step by step. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't want to take my brother straight to the track. I kind of wanted him to see behind the scenes as well.
Look at the lineup.
So we went to the info center parking garage where you can see all of the ring and race taxis. M5 CS, GT3 RS, Porsche.
I'm telling you, Porsche Central.
Everything is there.
Oh, a Volkswagen bus. All right, GT3, there's a GT3 RS, and then there's a GT3 RS Mantai. So
this really is a monster.
it gives you these aero discs on the back, and then the rear windshield is completely gone because who cares about what's behind you? And they replace it with that fin. Monster.
This is insane.
All for that extra 2 seconds on the ring. You can hear the tires,
Yeah.
how sticky they are.
Moving on from the info center, we got back in the car and headed over towards the entrance to the track, which is also where Devil's Diner is and the parking lot for Devil's Diner, where you can see all of the cars coming off of the track.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll spare you all of the gawking that we did at the many different configurations of GT3 RSs that were there, and just highlight one thing that I noticed that was very interesting. The Nurburgring is obviously full of car enthusiasts, and car enthusiasts drive their car in a certain way. One thing that I noticed is all of the traffic tends to move a little bit quicker, just a tiny bit quicker in, let's say for example, parking lots than it would in a normal driving situation. This does mean that if you're in the parking lot of Devil's Diner, you gotta kind of look out for some cars that might pull a little close to you. I mean, honestly, I've never been hit, I didn't see anyone get hit, but again, cars move a little bit faster and a little bit closer to you than you'd expect. Like here's a live example. The Aston's backing up and a 718 just barely squeezes past. The Aston doesn't honk and just kind of continues backing up.
It looks like the diner's closed. It looks like the diner's closed. We're gonna be sitting in this traffic tomorrow.
Since the track was closed, we just kind of spectated the cars coming off of the track and leaving Devil's Diner parking lot, heard some really nice sounding exhausts, and just kind of familiarized ourselves with the flow of traffic for the next day.
We almost rented that one. M5, E39. Shermer GT. Oh. It's just a GT. That thing got cam on it? That thing got cam on it?
We then headed back to the info center, where the traffic was a lot higher performance than we had initially seen. All of the cars that were on the track were now at the info center basically, and so we saw some insane builds.
Yo, give me a thumbs up. Thumb no. Oh, they're all coming around to take a picture. That was Elton John.
Huh?
That looked like Elton John. Oh, track weapons.
We were also hungry, so we stopped to get something to eat at the Subway.
You hungry?
It's not gonna be good. Salt and pepper. No, I'm so hungry.
This is
I'm taking
this is
up
the
the salt
only
and
angle.
pepper.
This is the only angle I've gotten of you guys so far.
1,000 calories.
Man's got to eat.
Hold on, I'm gonna make it 1,500.
Bro, are you gonna get water or a Coke?
Boom. I'm gonna add it. Look at it.
He was just deliberating over a 350, making a meal option.
Yeah, but that's like whether or not, you know.
I can tell by the way you're waddling around, bro.
Bro, he's walking around like he came out of World War II. You were in the car for 4 hours.
I think I got a
Let me get the rocket. Extra rocket.
Add
for
those
me.
4 calories, you know. Oh, pickles? Ew, bro, you like pickles, bro?
On tuna?
But he won't eat the actual pickle, the dill pickle. What? Yes, Robin, you never eat the whatever we're in.
Even though it had been a really long day, I decided to take my brothers to the Adenau High Street for one last excursion before calling it in for the night. Adenau seems to be like the town center for the Nurburgring, though there are many other towns within the ring. This seems to be the most popular one. It also means that you've got cars flying through the city center at insane speeds with very loud exhausts. Not really my thing, and I don't think the locals like it either.
This is a common thing of people flying through here. we can set up a sim racing spot in here.
Hey, but that car is nice.
I'm good. I don't know.
The next morning, we were woken up by the sound of race cars. Everyone seemed to be up and ready to go, starting up their GT3 RSs and various other race cars, getting ready for a day of track driving. Before we joined them, we decided to do a little bit of exploration around the Nurburgring, ended up getting lost and going down some roads that I don't think we were supposed to go to, but, you know, it's all in good fun. No one got really upset at us. The real fun began when we hopped inside the Hyundai i30N at the Hyundai Driving Experience to experience the track for the first time as passengers. Now, it goes without saying that if you're going to go to the Nürburgring, you definitely should drive. You should do at least 1 or 2 laps. But if you can't make that happen, these passenger experiences are the next best thing. In some ways, they're even better than driving the car yourself because you'll be able to see the track at 10/10 with a driver who knows what they're doing, versus having to negotiate all of that traffic and the track layout and the car itself for the first time.
Taxi. Bro, I think you're underestimating how fast this car is going to be and how crazy this ride is going to be.
Professional racing driver. Trust me, I've driven cars with like a lot of downforce, a lot of things. Have I
Done a couple thousand laps in the sim?
Yeah. So I know what it's like to have a fast car. So, you know, I'm just...
All right, we're going to see. We're going to get your reaction when we're in the car. Yeah.
I'll tell him where to go and what to do.
It's a dual clutch. Floppy paddles.
You smell that? The brakes are already
Look at the temperatures. 113 Celsius for oil temp. Bro, you have no idea what you're in for.
Hyundai taxi.
I used this as an opportunity to sort of share with my brother, who's also going to be driving the rental car with me, what the Nürburgring is actually like in person. It is very different from a racing simulator, and everyone there makes it a point to tell you that.
We've driven the track in sim race a lot, never in real life. So, on Mario Kart.
We have a rental car later today.
On Vigenta.
Yeah.
It's a rental.
So the ride along was insane. Our driver really knew what he was doing. He was passing all kinds of cars, and we rarely ever got past, which is amazing considering we were in a car that made like 300 horsepower.
Okay, this is a high-speed section. This is the craziest sensation up here. Feel the suspension unload. Woo! Rental car.
Oh my God.
So far, the only car we've been passed by is the GT3. Oh, come on, GT3! Downhill, off camber. We have a lot of boosts already.
Holy moly. Oh my God. Holy.
Oh, yellow?
Dude, that is wicked.
Like they're standing still. Sunday drive.
Bro, there's not even enough time to process what's going on.
That'll be a break. Oh, will we catch air? We'll see. I think we will. And smoke carousel. And onto the straight.
I think I'm gonna be sick. What tires are these? Hankook Ventus Evo Z. Bro, I had the summer version. I had the summer version of these on my car. Oh
Did
my
you know
God.
they could do that?
I had no clue.
What do you think of it?
Pretty slow.
Yeah, you think so? You think you could do better?
Yeah.
Someone get him some keys.
that was so much fun.
And everybody was going fast.
Yeah, bro, everyone was doing it. Bro. Bro, I'd be surprised if I pass anybody. I feel like I should get an instructor now.
So you'll be your first lap will be with an instructor.
I feel like I should up it. I was like, we were literally like this. Oh my God, that was
crazy.
Oh, bro, I thought you said it wasn't fast. I thought you said you could do better. So I was like,
Come on, bro.
like,
Come on. Put the
man.
sarcasm away.
Bro,
it was
my
so
God.
fast.
I couldn't believe that. That's insane.
Did you hear him? He was like,
Yeah.
he never. There was no exclamation in his voice. He was
Yep.
just like, yeah.
Dude, he was like the crazy thing is that this man he was braking, going on the inside line, and passing people.
Yeah.
Oh, like, there's no way he's gonna take this guy on the corner.
Once we were finished up with the ride along, we made our way over to Nurburgring, where we had booked a rental car, specifically a Volkswagen GTI Mark 7. We went through the briefing, from which our biggest learning was basically do not wreck the car, otherwise you're going to be paying for it. And didn't get into the car until like 3 hours later.
We've been in the car for about 2 hours now, just sitting waiting for the track to open. I had the thing up to see the different track cams. It's not helpful though.
Yeah, it's not legible.
The track was closed, and then when the track opened, there was someone else in front of us.
Like we had an 11 o'clock appointment, but we didn't end up getting behind the wheel and on the track until like 3 o'clock.
You guys want to film? No worries, absolutely no problem. The thing is, if you look on your phone, close your window. If you look on your phone, you get sick like super easy, right? Yeah. Even if you don't get car sick.
This was because of accidents and just the general booking traffic.
But then we finally got onto the track with our instructor sitting in the front passenger seat to take us through everything that we needed to know.
Just stay on the outside, release, and in. There we go, outside towards the curb. Now stay to the right. Beautiful. This is the racing line. Nobody does it, but it is. So towards the sign, brake hard. Let go. In on the power. On the power. Beautiful. I know it feels weird. So keep on going. But now hard braking zone. Okay.
If you're going to the Nurburgring for the first time, I highly recommend getting an instructor. It'll make everything so much easier on you. You don't have to focus on the cars coming up behind you. You can just focus on driving. And I'll say I'm a pretty confident driver. I have some track time myself, but the Nurburgring is unlike anything else you'll ever drive. I'm telling you. It's not just like a normal track day. I mean, you're sharing the track with someone who's on a Sunday drive. You're sharing the track with a minivan that decided to just go on the track because they can. It is a very different driving experience. I would say it's the closest thing to a lawless driving situation that you can find.
Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Now move right, release the throttle. Attention, brake now. Compromise line, in, it's okay. And go. To the bump, you move over to the right side. And now you move over. There we go, he's way too fast. Sure, not in the corner. Brake, and power. Power. Yes, sir. So now hard brake again. Harder. Let go. Roll. Brake again. Let go. All the way inside. Inside. I know. Towards the graffiti. Brake hard. Hard. And in. Release. So this is called creeping into the corner. So you really want that outside space.
There are a ton of safety measures and rules that the track implements. It's just there are so many different types of people in so many different types of cars across so many different levels of driving and discipline. It's just a lot of things to manage when you're also driving a car at 8, 9, sometimes 10 tenths.
Beautiful. In. That's in, not gas, but it's fine. In this corner you can, because it's uphill. Downhill, crash. So brake hard. Release. Don't do it again.
Oh. All right,
10 bucks for a fortune teller. So release. Flow in, because I want you to feel it. Now it goes downhill.
Yeah.
You see? All of a sudden the car is increasing speed.
Right.
What the fuck? Now it's gonna happen the same thing. Miss, hit, miss, they call it. Miss, no braking.
No braking.
On the power now. Hit, miss. Beautiful. Manage traffic.
Yep.
Brake hard. Harder. Let go. All the way right. Follow him in. Brake. And now all the way inside. In. Beautiful. Ooh, you see? That's like.
So we had booked our Mark 7 GTI for 4 laps, and my brother and I were going to do 2 laps each. We'd only reserved an instructor for 2 of the 4 laps, which were both my brother's laps, but ended up getting the instructor to come along with us for the entirety of the 4 laps. And I'll say the next time I go back, I will be hitting up my instructor, Tristan, because I learned a lot and realized that there's still a lot that I have to learn if I want to drive the Nurburgring at anywhere near what the car is capable of doing it at.
Behind you, they're fast. Keep on going.
Okay.
Release before, but now on the power again, and we stay right. Brake hard, compromise turn. Brake hard, keep on braking, keep on braking. 1 car,
Signaling.
2 cars, 3 cars. So compromise line.
Like I mentioned before, I'm a pretty confident driver. I like to hit twisties and drive the car pretty fast. But the track surface was a little different from what I was used to. I don't know if I would call it more slick, but you do have to turn the car in a little earlier than expected, which I only realized when my instructor, Tristan, would reach over and actually turn the steering wheel for me, which anytime I mention this to someone, they say that they wouldn't want that to happen. But honestly, I didn't mind it. In fact, I was a little appreciative of it after a little while, because if left to my own devices, I don't think I would have driven the car properly.
Your rear of the car rotated with you because you were like absolutely perfect. Release, easy. Good. Easy means
Yes.
left, second apex, okay? Brake, release, second apex. There it is. Whee. Brake hard, let go, second apex again. And brake, release, overtake. Good. Now gentle over the top. Brake hard, gentle. Stay right. And yellow flag. Brake hard, come on. They hate you. not because of you, but because of the yellow flag. Easy, yellow flag.
After 2 maximum attack laps, we left the track, and I was left with the same sort of feeling that I had after I had jumped out of a plane going skydiving. The question of did that really just happen was ringing through my head. The adrenaline was pumping, my hands were shaking, but I was so excited that I'd finally gotten the chance to drive the Nürburgring in real life. I didn't know what to make of the feeling. It was just, it felt like nothing I'd ever experienced before. Driving a car, at least.
That's Mutkurven.
I would say Mutkurven. That one really threw me off because, like I said, I'm happy you're here. I would not have taken it as fast as we did.
No, but now we took 15 off.
The second time?
Yeah, so 151, and I reckon we did around 135, 140 when we did it for the second time.
I see.
Got onto the track, completely forgot how to drive. Oh my god, that was so worth it, whatever, however much it was. You do kind of blank out. Yeah, it looks like you were honestly fine even without that. You went pretty hard without the instruction. I think you would have been okay.
I would have been okay. I would not have been able to pull some of the speeds that we were pulling through some of the corners. Mutkurve is one of the faster left-handers. There's no way that you can say, oh, I would have been better with or without this. Because your first time on track, you're figuring it out.
It's you completely forget how to drive. I know, okay, I need to change this a little bit. Okay, but then you're focusing on 60 other things.
The frame of reference is very different. You can drive fast on the street, but driving fast on the street, unless it's a highway, the max you're doing is 50 miles an hour.
It's not even that. You drive fast on the straight line, okay. Hey, what is that? 06?
Yeah.
You drive fast on the street in a straight line is completely different than what this is. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I was worried that he was gonna dive in one of them.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I was driving, we came really close to that.
Yeah. When we were on the outside, was it a Mercedes? I think it was a Mercedes.
I didn't even see that. That's another thing. I don't even know what kind of car it was.
Yeah.
It was a black station wagon.
Yes, that was a Mercedes. Yes, it was
But-
an E-Class.
Bro, you could have asked me trivia questions. I would not have gotten. You could have asked me my name. I would not have gotten it right.
Yeah. There's just so many cars that I've seen I love. Love the way they look. They just look different. There's a cop though.
I should have gone straight.
Why?
I'm not gonna do anything with the cop behind me.
Yeah.
Or is that an ambulance?
Yeah, I think that's an ambulance, but it has blue lights. So I wouldn't risk it. I'm just glad we kept it on the track. Nothing happened. I had a good time. I was.
Yes.
It was
That's
amazing.
most important. That
Yeah.
we got the experience and we didn't lose anything on the way.
Yeah.
It's an ambulance, bro.
Yeah, imagine the cops behind us. Hold on, around this hairpin. Just get out of here. Get out of his sight. Turbo noises.
Chill, bro.
Pulling up on the M2.
Turn the camera around. I thought that was a cop.
Yeah.
So between these two activities, that was basically our entire Saturday. Like, it took up the whole day to do a ride along in a Hyundai and do 4 total laps in a rental car of the Nurburgring. It was a pretty long day, but before calling it in for the night, we were hungry, so we headed back to Adenau High Street, stopped at, I think it was Alibaba. I don't know which one it was. There's always a competition between the 2 donor shops in Adenau for which one is better. I don't remember the name of the good one, but that's where we went, and then headed back to the hotel to sleep for the night. Or at least I tried to, because it was a Saturday night and the club that was not close to our hotel, but close enough that we could hear the EDM music blasting, kept me up for a little while. All right, so our last day at the Nurburgring was Sunday, and really no amount of lack of sleep could have stopped me from getting excited about our next activity, which was a little bit of a surprise for my brothers, because I had booked it without really telling them. We were to head over to the Crown Performance to pick up Surrons, electric motorcycles that we would then use to go around the Nurburgring spectator areas and see all of the cars flying past. There was rain in the forecast, but we came prepared. The boys over at the Crown Performance were incredibly welcoming. They take care of a lot of work at the Nurburgring. They not only do Surron rentals, but they also are a mechanic shop, so they take care of whatever repairs you need while you're there, and they seem to be on top of everything. We had done the reservation last minute, so there weren't Ultra Bs available for the 3 of us. So I got an Ultra B, and my 2 younger brothers got Light Bs. The Ultra B is basically an electric dirt bike, and the Light Bs are bicycles with electric motors. If you've come to the Nurburgring and you've done all of the driving and ride-along experiences that you can think of, this is exactly what you should be doing, is renting these Sarons and taking them around the track. The areas around the Nurburgring are wooded, heavily wooded, and they have a lot of trails going around the track too to various vantage points so you can see the cars driving past. While going to these areas by cars is fun, doing them on motorcycles is the most amazing thing that I can think of. Just make sure that you can read some German or at least have internet connectivity on your phone so that you don't go into areas that you're not supposed to go into. Or just as bad, get stuck in areas that you're not supposed to go to.
Oh shoot!
Bro, we should turn around. We should turn. Hey!
Did it spray everything?
Nah, bro, you barely got me. You barely missed me. Yo, we're turning around. We're turning around.
Sure, look, it clears up there.
Okay, wait right there. Go. Bro, I stepped deep in some mud. Yeah, go down and we'll turn around. Keep going.
All the way up?
Yeah, don't splash me with dirt, bro. Go all the way down until it's clear and we'll turn around. Bro, we're getting these things dirty.
Oh my god, bro, my bad.
You wait till you see the video. Woo!
Bro, your left shoe, if you look at my...
Bro. Good?
Yeah.
Good?
Look at my feet, bro. Bro. Brand new shoes muddy, bro.
Bro, I don't know how my shoe isn't more muddy. I stepped right in some mud. Alright, let's go back, bro. Let's go back the other way. Unfortunately, it was on Sunday that there was a major accident at the Nurburgring. It was, I think, 9 cars that had all piled up. What was crazy is we actually rode past the accident while the marshals were trying to, I guess, figure out whose fault it was. We didn't go right up to the accident, and you definitely don't want to record because that is against the rules at the Nurburgring. In fact, when we were riding past, we didn't even know the severity of the accident. I came across the news on a Facebook group later that day. So while we did have a lot of time with the Sarons, we didn't actually see any cars driving past. Regardless, we had a ton of fun ripping these Sarons around the Nurburgring. Highly recommend. Just make sure that you plan for the weather and come dressed accordingly. Because it was raining, we were covered in mud, and before getting back into our rental car, needed to change. Here comes Mr. Bean.
Where is he going?
I think he's gonna come up right there. Oh, is it gonna be a jump scare?
I think he's a
No. After returning the Sarons to the Crown Performance, we then packed everything up and drove over to the info center to do a little bit of last minute shopping and check out an event that was taking place in the convention hall. You're not trying to go go-karting, are you? Have we not done enough?
I kind of want to get the ice scraper.
probably like super detailed, but... Is there a...
Yo, check this thing out. Open it up, open it up. You can make some really fast sandwiches in there.
Oh yeah. 7 minute. Sub 7 minutes.
Sub 7 sandwich. It's only a flash. Water bottle. Umbrella. Already caught one of those.
Nurburgring block.
The merch is actually really cool.
Yeah. Man.
Like, it's pretty nice merch. €35 for a t-shirt.
$50.
Köchken kissen.
A blanket?
And just like that, our Nurburgring weekend had come to an end. We had spent 3 solid days doing pretty much everything we could think of at the Nurburgring. And just like any good trip, we left something on the table. We left something that we could come back and look forward to. And in our case, it was spectating some cars around the track, which we didn't get to do because of the unfortunate accident that took place on Sunday. Regardless, we had a blast. We still had a good bit of adventuring to do in the area, however. So we jumped into the car and drove an hour north of the Nurburgring to check out what is, in my opinion at least, one of the coolest non-car focused destinations in the area surrounding the Nurburgring. The Cologne Cathedral is an absolute work of art. It is so impressive to see in person. It really does take your breath away. The cathedral has this sort of ominous presence, but in a weirdly good way. It took over 600 years for this cathedral to get built from start to finish. And while there was a 300-year period of no construction, it's amazing to realize that it took 6 generations of people for this to be in Germany today. I think no matter what faith you are of, this is impressive. It is a testament to what humanity can do if generations of people come together and put their minds to something. It's one of those things that if you've come to the Nurburgring as a tourist to just have fun, you should visit this cathedral to give respect to the people of Germany and what they've done. If you've made it this far into the video, I want to sincerely thank you for supporting me. It means a lot that you want to sit down and just watch this experience that I went through. This is my passion, and I'm going to pursue it until I'm either successful at doing it or until I die. Legitimately, that's where I'm at. Your support is what gets me up in the morning to make a living, to try and do more of these things, to try and do more of these trips, to experience all of the cars, the destinations, the attractions that I grew up wanting to see and experience myself. And so again, your support means a lot to me. Leave a comment on what you thought. Shoot me a text message if you know me personally. Give me a call, because I love to talk about this stuff. I love sharing it with my brothers. And I look forward to many more trips all around the world, experiencing everything that the world of cars has to offer. So yeah, again, thank you.